Hi everyone, my name is Esme, and today we're going to be talking about rheumatoid arthritis. But what is rheumatoid arthritis, you may ask? Well, rheumatoid arthritis, or RA for short, is an autoimmune disease where the body's immune system gets confused and starts attacking itself. More specifically, the joints. This causes the synovial tissue between the bones to thicken and swell, which causes pain and discomfort. But is there a cure? Well, theoretically, there is no cure. However, there are ways to slow the development of the disease. There are multiple solutions that people have taken to relieve the pain that RA causes. Number 1, going to the doctor and getting medication. Number 2, going to different kinds of therapy. And number 3, changing their diet and nutrition. Okay, so going back to the first solution, which is going to the doctor and getting medication. Like everybody, whenever they get sick, either it's the flu, chickenpox, just a cold, the same goes for rheumatoid arthritis. You should always go to the doctor if you're having any symptoms, and if you're diagnosed with RA, the doctors will recommend certain medications for you to take. Some of them, for the most part, may be injections or liquid solutions that you need to take through a needle. A lot of these medications are steroids and anti-inflammatory pain relievers, and like most medications, they all have side effects. Some may be a lot more severe than others though. For the most part, the most effective drug that patients start out with is methotrexate. Methotrexate is an immunosuppressive drug and a type of chemotherapy that not only helps with rheumatoid arthritis, but with cancer as well. However, you need to be careful with it because of the gold it contains inside. If it contains too much gold, or if you take too much of the methotrexate, it could become highly toxic. Fortunately, for some people, depending on the level of aggression of the rheumatoid arthritis stage that they're in, medicines don't necessarily help. Every person has a specific stage of aggressiveness of RA, and sometimes it's too late to use drugs to reduce the inflammatory pain. For others, drugs, steroids, and any other prescribed or recommended medicine is a blessing because it's fast and has a large impact on their health in a positive way. Moving on to the second solution, which were different kinds of therapy. According to Kavanku and Evkik, who are both doctors from Kokatep University, School of Medicine, and Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation in Afyon, Turkey, state that physiotherapy modalities are commonly used in the treatment of RA. These include cold-hot applications, electrical stimulation, and hydrotherapy. Controlled studies performed with adequate numbers of cases and using validated objective measures to evaluate various physiotherapy and rehabilitation methods in RA are quite rare. The first modality are cold-hot modalities. They're the most commonly used physical agents in arthritis treatment. It is well known that cold application is mostly used in acute stages, whereas hot is used in chronic stages of RA. By using heat, analgesia is accomplished, muscle spasm relieved, and elasticity of paraarticular structures obtained. This explains the possibility of using thermotherapy and cryotherapy to help reduce swelling and inflammation of the joints and synovial tissue. However, much like Kavanku and Evkik state, this method of therapy is used for people with different stages of rheumatoid arthritis. Another type of therapy that could be considered as treatment is hydrotherapy or balneotherapy. Water therapy is a mechanical action, and in cases of muscle weakness or widespread painful joint inflammation, this action allows the patients to perform their exercise programs. In addition, various studies have shown that balneotherapy leads to muscle, tendon, and ligament relaxation and a feeling of well-being. Environmental changes while at balneotherapy should also be considered. Physical and mental comfort, cessation of home duties, and vacation atmosphere are among positive factors that may also contribute to the healing process. Not only may therapy be just for the body and its joints, but it may also be for the mind. People with rheumatoid arthritis tend to stress out quite a bit because of the pain that they're going through and the deformities that may take place if rheumatoid arthritis progresses into an aggressive stage. People also tend to get really anxious and depressed because of their appearance. People may take the opportunity to use this alternative route, first because it's barely starting out, and many of them go to chiropractors and massage therapists. Now moving on to solution number 3, changing diet and nutrition. Much like doctors tell us, eating healthy and exercise is another recommended solution that can help with rheumatoid arthritis. In Foods That Can Help with RA Symptoms by the Arthritis Foundation, they say, diet won't cure rheumatoid arthritis, but the right food choices can help by controlling the inflammation that wreaks havoc in the body, delivering nutrients your body needs, and helping you maintain a healthy weight. That's important because excess weight adds pressure to achy joints and can make certain RA meds less effective. Studies show that the Mediterranean diet with lots of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats is a good choice for people with RA. Keeping a healthy diet is an important factor to do and practice because if rheumatoid arthritis gets to a really aggressive state, it could potentially cause extreme weight loss. Eating a lot of fruits and vegetables can also help control the trigger for the inflammatory factors in damaged cells. Whole grains, like most people know, are a lot healthier options because they reduce the risk of heart disease. Okay, listen up. I'm not doing this just because it's a project. I'm doing this because I want to help you and others who are going through the same thing. Me, myself, I've experienced this before, and I have learned a lot through my journey of having a parent who was diagnosed with RA. Here are some helpful tips that will help you along the way. Number 1, help around the house. By helping around the house, you're relieving the stress that your loved one has of having the responsibility of having to do everything around the house. Little by little, you're helping them with chores, cooking, and errands. Number 2, give them massages when they are hurting or in pain. By giving massages, you're relieving the pain that their joints have, and you're relieving the swelling caused by the inflammation of the nerves. It'll help them relax and it'll help them be stress-free. Number 3, remember to check up on them from time to time throughout the day. For me, during the time that my mother was sick with rheumatoid arthritis, I was in high school. When I would come home, before I would even put my stuff in my room, I would always check up on her first. I would ask her if she was hungry, if she needed to go to the bathroom, if she wanted to shower, if she wanted me to do anything. And if she did, I would do it. Number 4, have patience. Patience is the key to everything, especially if you have a loved one with RA. Having a loved one with RA can be a very difficult situation, and if you lose your patience, they'll lose theirs as well. Number 5, don't be afraid to seek mental and emotional help. During the time that my mother was sick, I started going deep down into this really, really black hole called depression. And it was one of the worst times of my life, and I felt like I was useless and that I caused my mother to be sick. But that wasn't the case. It was just all the stress and all the frustration that kept on building up inside me. Luckily, I was able to seek help through my school counselor and through a state counselor. I had sessions every week, and little by little my stress would be relieved, especially if I talked to an adult. Your mental health is important, and your loved one who has rheumatoid arthritis would agree as well. If you guys have any more questions for me, please feel free to contact me at my email, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.